Spring is finally here, so it's the perfect time of the year to grab your favorite yarn, take it to the park, and crochet the day away. Where I am, it's been a bit rainy lately, but overall it's the perfect weather to crochet outside. And so in this video, I'm going to share 25 of my favorite patterns to crochet this spring. And I'm going to be separating them all into 4 different categories: dresses, blouses, sweaters, and accessories. And as always, you can find all of the exact links to each pattern on my blog post, and that's linked in the description box below. So first, I'm going to be sharing some dress patterns with you. This first pattern is a white flowers dress by Tulip Olga. This one's a bit more intermediate level as it does require basic stitches as well as quadruple treble crochet, back post single crochet, and the picot stitch. It uses quite a few charts and shows how to make different flower patterns, then gives instructions and tips on how to assemble them all together. And for this one, you do need to be a bit more comfortable with sewing all of those flowers together, but this is definitely a one-of-a-kind sort of piece, and so all that sewing work would be worth it. You could also make a flowy dress like the Golden Hour dress by Originally Lovely. I loved the lace detailing along with the skirt on this design. This piece is constructed by working the bodice flat and then shaping it in the round. And the sizing for this one is for extra small to 5XL, and it's free on their blog post. Another really lovely lacy dress is the Campanula design by Garn Studio. To create this, first you work the squares and then connect them together, and then you work one side of the square up the skirt and top, and then the ruffles along the arm and bottom. I really liked the button detailing on this one, and they have sizes small to 3XL. If you want a more cozy and relaxed dress, here's the Cache Core dress by Knitting with Chopsticks. This is a really comfy oversized dress design to have 10 to 15 centimeters or 4 to 6 inches of ease at the waist. And the sizing for this one is extra small to 5XL, and it's for free on their blog post as well. Next is this dress by TCD DIY. This is a really lovely dress for spring. I liked the color and shaping of this dress and how it comes in at the waistline. This pattern is a bit more intermediate, but there is a YouTube video on their channel that walks you through each step of creating it, as well as the paid pattern on their Etsy shop. I also loved this basket weave dress by TCD DIY. This dress would be really perfect to wear for a picnic on a bright spring day, especially if it's crocheted in a pastel color. And this one's also on their YouTube channel or as a paid pattern on their Etsy. Next is this gorgeous lacy Better World dress by Katya Osmolska. There are a lot of special stitches required for this one, but that lace work is just so beautiful, it would definitely be worth it. And this one is a free pattern on their Ravelry. Next is the Audrey Crochet dress by For the Frills. This dress design was inspired by Audrey Hepburn and is a bit more beginner friendly as it uses basic stitches as well as that double crochet 2 together. The dress is worked from the top down, and they worked this piece with that Lion brand jeans yarn, which has a bit of a nice drape to it, and it becomes longer once you've worn it. This pattern is on their blog, and the sizing for this one is extra small to 3XL. Or you could make a flower frock dress by Beautiful Crochet Stuff on Hobby. This pattern is more intermediate level and is worked starting from the top, and then each part is crafted separately and joined using a needle and thread to achieve a neat and even seam. The edges are crocheted using a shell stitch, and they have a nice contrast of colors between them. I loved how they added the crochet flowers, and the sizing for this one is small to 5XL. I also love this beautiful lacy dress by Yarnspirations. It's a bit more experienced as it does require the double crochet 2 together, 3 together, double crochet 3 together over spaces, and the V-stitch, which is a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, all in the same stitch. The dress is made in 3 pieces, the body and 2 sleeves, and the sizing for this one is a small to 2XL. Now I'll share some of my favorite blouses to make for spring. This first one is the Kismet halter top by Simple Crochet Mag. There are a lot of photos to help with each step of this one. First you start with the middle doily design and then work the bra cups. Then you sew them together and work the bottom and the side panels, the trim, and the straps. Then lastly, you work that Mindy border, which gives it that petal and pom-pom effect. And the sizing for this one are for cups A to double D. Or make this peekaboo top by the Hook Nook. I would say this one's more beginner friendly because it requires you to know the chain, slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, and half double crochet decrease stitches, so all more basic stitches. This is available as a pattern on their website, and this one fits a multitude of sizes because it's a one size fits all, as those straps are more adjustable here. This halter top by MJ's Off the Hook is also a nice pattern. It's more beginner friendly and can be adjusted to make a top, or there are also instructions on how to lengthen it and turn it into a dress or cover up, which would be perfect for warmer weather. And the sizing for this one is for extra small to 5XL. Or you could make a hexagon skirt pattern like this one by Spring Crochet. This one is a unisex pattern and is made to measure, but also includes sizes small to XL. You could get really creative with the color choice for this pattern, and this one is a paid pattern on their Etsy. Or there's also a free video tutorial on their YouTube channel. I also loved this Norma Jean halter top by Monica Nanny. This pattern has a really elegant sort of design to it and has sizing small to 2XL. It would be perfect to whip up for spring or throw on with a pair of high-waisted pants or a skirt. I loved the design of the straps and the little button detailing on the back, and this one is available on the Hobby website. Now I'll share some sweaters and shawls that are more perfect for those rainier and chillier days. First is the flower shawl by It Was Yarn. I love how the doilies are created and then connected together to make that really unique pattern. This one's a bit more advanced to make, but there are a few diagrams to help with making it. The special stitches used here are the spike single crochet, picot, and back loop only. And there are a lot of pictures for this one, and it's available on the Hobby website. Or you could make a more graphic piece like this landscape sweater by Your Inspirations. This one's a bit more intermediate as it uses basic stitches as well as the half double crochet 2 together, single crochet in the back loop only, and you need to know how to work on the right side and wrong side of the piece. You also need to be a bit more comfortable with doing color work for this one, but there are detailed instructions on how to do this step by step. And the sizing for this one is for extra small to 5XL, and it's available on their Your Inspirations website. A great beginner friendly pattern is the 2 rectangle sweater. This one would be a perfect one to layer on top of bathing suits or wearing to the beach. The special stitch you need to know is the foundation single crochet, which is quite simple to do. And to make this one, you work 2 rectangle panels for the front and back, and then they're folded to create the shoulder. Then the side seams are joined, which leaves room for the armholes, neck, and head opening. And this pattern is available on the Your Inspirations website and has sizing small to 3XL. Make the garden flower shawl, which is designed by Lorna Miser. This piece is more intermediate level and measures 33 inches by 50 inches or 127 centimeters by 84 centimeters long. To create it, you make about 39 flowers and then join them together and then work a joining edge, and this pattern is available on the Lovecrafts website. Next is the Palmore pullover by E&P Crochet. This one is worked from the bottom to the top and has a baggier fit with extra long sleeves, so you could cuff them if you want to or wear it off the shoulder. This one would be a nice lighter and looser layering piece for those chillier mornings or evenings in the spring. The special stitch used for this one is the picot stitch, and this one has sizing for extra small to 5XL. Now I'll share some accessory patterns that are great to make. First is this pansy purse by Scump Stitch. It's more intermediate, and I love this design so much, I had to add it. This pattern is very customizable and has 6 different color combinations and 2 edging options. The tote measures about 15 by 20 inches with 11-inch handle, and the techniques used for this one are the basic stitches as well as the increase and decreasing stitches. It is optional, but you can also add lining to the bag, which would add durability as well. And I liked how this one had a lot of step-by-step pictures and details on how to create it. Or you could make this fancy Flora beret by It Was Yarn. This is more advanced because it uses the reverse single crochet, front post double crochet, and back post double crochet to make it. There are 2 different sizes, a medium pattern, which is 22 inches or 56 centimeters circumference, and a 23 inches or 59 centimeters circumference option. And the flowers are joined in an as-you-go counterclockwise fashion. So connecting them seems to be what makes this a bit more of an advanced sort of level pattern to make. But this one would be such a gorgeous pattern to make to celebrate all of the blooming, beautiful flowers this spring. and it's available on the hobby website. Or if you're a fan of cherries, you could make the cherry bag by Lirio Knits. This bag is 24 centimeters or 9 inches in width by 16 centimeters or 6 inches in length, and it's about 6 centimeters or 2 inches in depth. To make it, you work 2 pieces with double crochet and then sew them together and secure them to those bamboo handles with rectangle pieces that are then made using single crochet. The tapestry technique is used for this one, which makes the fabric more dense and durable, so a liner is not needed for this pattern. And I thought this pattern would just be so perfect to make and take along to picnics or tea parties. Another great bag to make would be the butterfly bag by Lion brand. The finished circumference is 36 inches or 91.5 centimeters by 11.5 inches or 29 centimeters in height, not including the handles. It's made with 24/7 cotton yarn by Lion brand, which is one of my favorite cotton yarns to crochet with for spring and summer. It's a bit more of a beginner-friendly piece to make, and to create it, you work up the base and the body of the bag and then make the 2 handles with all of those beautiful butterflies. For this piece that's pictured, they actually made 74 butterflies in total. And this one would be a perfect one to use up scrap yarns for all those little butterflies. You could play along with all the different colors that you use here. Or make a flower necklace like this one by Creative Yarn. To make it, you work the stems with the leaves and then the flower, and then finish it off by sewing the flower between the ring and 3 stem chains. This is more beginner friendly and a pretty quick pattern to create. And this one would be a perfect one to wear and layer with all of your various necklaces for spring. Well, that's it for my list of 25 favorite crochet patterns to make this spring. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to give this video a like below and also subscribe to join in on more upcoming crochet inspiration. I also have a playlist above if you want to check out even more crochet inspiration in the meantime. And don't forget to subscribe to my monthly newsletter for upcoming happenings and behind the scenes and crochet patterns here at Cactus Lady Creation. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me in the next one.